welcome back to Autism Live and to Let's Talk Autism with Shannon and Nancy.
Hey.
We've got a new addition here to our studio.
We do. We have Stephanie Alves. We were pronouncing your name wrong, Stephanie.
You got it.
Okay. Glad to know the correct pronunciation. Now,
Thrilled
you
to
are
have
the
you.
founder,
Yes.
CEO, and designer of ABL Denim, which is an inclusive design business which is dedicated to providing clothing design solutions for people with disabilities.
That's right.
First of all, tell us a little bit about what inspired you, and then we're going to get into your background.
Okay. I am a clothing designer by career. I started sewing when I was very young and made a career of it. But my youngest brother had heart failure at 6 weeks old. So he had neurological issues and had trouble getting dressed really for all of his childhood,
Right,
of course. When I was about 15, my mother said, why don't you make clothing for kids like your brother? And I said, oh, I want to make fashion first. My stepsister became a wheelchair user about 8 years ago.
Excuse me, I had a sneeze coming on there.
Due to back surgery
Wow.
gone awry. And she said that she was having trouble getting dressed. And I said, why don't I open up your pants to make it easier?
Yeah.
And she said, that'd be a great idea. So I looked online to see what else was out there, and everything was kind of geriatric.
Right.
And there really wasn't much of that either.
Yeah.
So I learned more about what types of disabilities people had that needed to be addressed and to come up with the clothing solution. So I started a tailoring business first. Basically took people's individual issues and tailored their own clothing to whatever they needed, whether it was adding fabric to make the back higher if they were a wheelchair user because it's more comfortable when your pants are higher.
Right.
Zippers where needed, opening them up. Onesies, large size onesies for children with CP who writhe a little bit. And then we started to manufacture.
Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you. So you started to manufacture.
And we added a couple of styles for people with both wheelchair users and people who are ambulatory. And parents kept asking me, can you make clothing for children with sensory issues? And I said, I really know more about physical disabilities. Tell me more. So they started to tell me more. And I started to do a little bit of research, and I saw that the only clothing out there was really pajama jeans. And there are some clothing lines, but there's no jeans. And everybody wears jeans.
Everybody wears jeans.
Everybody wears jeans.
And I was telling you when you came in that my son rides horses, and he doesn't like wearing jeans. They're tight, they're hard, they're hard to button sometimes.
Right.
And this is just like the perfect thing for him. And interesting how you started with more of the physical disabilities, and then you learned about these sensory issues with a lot of our kids on the spectrum.
Right. I mean, basically, when we design a new product, it's because of it's requested. And when I hear it enough, I say, okay, it's time to do something here. So I spoke to a number of parents, and I asked them all, what do you need? What do you want? What don't you want? And then I started to make a sample. And I found a child with sensory sensitivities, of course, who has ADHD. And because all of our models who do fittings for us, they have to be able to critique the clothing. Well, it doesn't need to exist if it doesn't work. There's plenty of regular clothing out there.
Right.
So
well, let's get to how parents find you. That's really important.
Yes.
Okay, and how individuals find you to order these.
Well, we have a website under abldenim.com,
Right.
and it's a store.
Okay.
We have a Facebook page, ABL Denim. We're on Twitter. We're on Instagram. We do some of the disability trade shows. We'll be at IEHP, which is a disability a trade show, basically, on this Saturday in San Bernardino. We do Stephanie's Day here in Los Angeles. We do the Abilities Expo, which is the largest trade show in the United States in 5 or 6 cities now.
I want to talk a little bit because you've got these samples
some. I
on the
brought some
desk,
here to show,
and these
yeah.
look, and they're laying down. Maybe if you'd hold it up.
Hold 'em.
So that looks like a regular pair of shorts, denim. I mean, it looks like a pair of shorts that my son has.
They are
soft.
denim. And what I found was that the newest thing in denim is this kind of sweatshirt denim. And you hear about athleisure and people wearing their sports clothes in place of denim sometimes because denim was too hard. So this fabric was a game changer.
Right.
Because it feels as soft as a sweatpant, and yet it is not only is it technically denim so that it can be washed repeatedly as parents need for kids' clothing, and these go in and out and in and out. But the features on it were, of course, all requested by parents. The main thing on this that has worked for children with sensory issues, a lot of them, I occasionally get a return saying, my child, it doesn't work. And but I'd say 9 times out of 10, we've had a lot of success. The waistband is sewn to the outside so that you don't have any stitch line there, because apparently, as I've been told, that around the waist, that's really a bothersome point. There's no metal. Meaning no zippers, no rivets. It looks like it has a zipper, but it doesn't. No pockets on the inside. No the tags. We do put a tag sometimes down at the bottom where it can. We don't even
and
have
the
it
inside.
here.
I want to point out is so soft.
Yeah,
you
it
can
is
see
very, very
this.
super
You can see it looks
Super
like
soft. I mean, this is just so comfortable. It is literally like wearing pajamas or sweats, but
It
looks
is,
like a very fashionable jean.
Right, and it is, like I say, it's technically denim, so it is a real jean fabric, and of course we have this in a longer length.
All right.
And I want to talk about too that you've got this stitching on it so that it looks like it's got the typical pockets, but it doesn't. It's got the fly, and in denim, I used to sew, but so this is called a princess seam, I think, right, where they fold it over and put the seam on the inside. But a lot of times this gets really bulky on jeans, but you guys have it so that it's just detail. It doesn't. This is not bulky at all. It's not going to bind. It's not going to dig in.
Really
This is not
beautiful.
even a seam on the side. It's actually called a pin tuck, so it
There
just
we
looks
go.
like a seam.
There we
This
go.
one is a seam because you have to close it up somewhere.
Right.
But we make sure that the thread on the inside is very soft.
Yeah.
In fact, on some
great.
of our adult jeans, we actually put this particular stitch on the outside, so we consider everything. Probably the toughest point for our child model was where this joined here. So we had to make sure that the depth of it was low enough not to push, because everything really bothered her. So we did put pockets on the outside because kids still want to wear. They need pockets, and they want it to look like a regular jean. But it is all elastic, as parents asked for.
Right. So once again, and I'm going to be ordering these for Wyatt, definitely. So once again, tell us how parents and individuals can reach you.
Okay. They can go to our website, abldenim.com. If they have questions, and of course we are always happy to talk to people to discuss what the issues are, to see what if the product's going to work for them, or something else, some other product, depending on their needs. And that is, they can call us at 310-871-8145, but of course through the website too.
And you have a sort of a catalog on the website that they can look at, right?
It's even clearer than this, of course, because it's all bigger
We have this here in the
pictures.
studio.
But there are
And
many
they look great.
styles to
And
choose
they look just
from.
great.
They're beautiful jeans, and they're not very expensive.
Right.
I mean, they're not any more expensive. In fact, they're cheaper than a lot of jeans that you would find going into clothing stores that are sort of the hip clothing stores. It might be slightly more than if you were going to buy a discount jean at someplace like Walmart, but for most of our kids, that's not going to work.
Right.
And the fact that
But they're
these
available
work
at
on
Walmart, I saw.
Well, there is one
Online.
adult jean
Online.
at
Okay.
Walmart.
You're in Walmart. You
We
go,
have
girl.
one- Yeah, we made one that so people could afford it who at any economic level. They're out of stock right now, but they'll be restocked soon.
Well, a great idea. Once again, necessity is the mother of invention, and you were inspired by your own family story.
That's right.
And really, we admire what you've done here. It's entrepreneurial, and it's a great solution for so many people with disabilities and so many of our kids with autism. Thank you, Stephanie.
Thank you very much.